We're ready to go. Hello, my friends. Today I'm back for another Celebrate with Self-Love video all around being healthy for the holidays. I just launched a new program called Healthy for the Holidays, and this Celebrate with Self-Love mini workshop series, video series, is giving you just a taste of what you could experience inside the Healthy for the Holidays program. So today, I feel like I have been coming to you from a different city pretty much every time I've done one of these lives. Yesterday, I was in Vienna. Before that, I believe I recorded in the south of France. And now I'm here in Prague. So really happy to be here with you wherever you're watching from. I'd love to know. You can comment live or send me a message after. It's just amazing that we can connect all over the world. So magical. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite tips for staying present, cultivating mindfulness, and really releasing anxiety during the holiday season, because it's coming up on us quickly. And I actually saw today, I was hopping on Facebook and peeking into some of the groups that I love and live in, and I'm seeing some people comment about, just experiencing anxiety during the holiday season, whether it has to do with food or body or financial anxiety, because it's the gift-giving season, or just time. It's such a time crunch. So I'm going to be sharing my favorite tips for really staying mindful, staying on track, and finding peace within chaos. So let's get started. The last episodes that I did, you should definitely check them out if you haven't watched them yet. The first one was about my journey and really transforming my body and life with self-love. The next one was all about binge eating and emotional eating and the truth with that. The one I did yesterday was about how to respond to people who are judging your body or the food that you're eating, and how to deal with comments about your body from well-intentioned loved ones, because I know a lot of that can come up this time of year. And so today, staying on track, finding motivation, staying calm within the chaos of the holiday season. So I'm going to share from really personal recent experience with you, because as you know, if you've been following, I've been going through Europe and traversing the world, and I'm so grateful, and it's been a dream. This is the life that I always dreamed of for myself, to be able to do this work, like what I'm doing with you right here, sharing my insight and knowledge that I've gained through certifications, all about wellness and intuitive eating and connecting with women and ushering women into experiencing the divine feminine that they are and all of that good stuff, while also being able to travel. So it's been a dream. With that said, it's also been pretty crazy and wild, and there's been a lot of things out of my control, and without the routines that I'm used to, and the comforts of home. I've noticed that my anxieties that I have, just fearful thoughts, have started to creep up a little bit more than usual. So I thought this would actually be a really good lesson for me to share with you, because this is something I've literally been dealing with right here, right now, and it's something a lot of us deal with in the holiday season, whether we're traveling or not. Just the giving up the regular rituals and giving up the regular habits because of the shift that's happening and all the things that are going on. So one of the things that I experienced, I yesterday, pretty intensely had, I wouldn't call it a panic attack, but it was I felt very overwhelmed, and I felt very stressed out, and this and I returned to my practices and my tools. And so when you're existing in a state of constant movement, and you're not able to tune in with your rituals and the things that keep you grounded, it can really kind of allow more space for fears and anxieties to come up. So I'm going to share with you what I did yesterday to get myself out of that place so that I was able to go out and explore the beautiful city of Vienna and just absolutely transform the way that I was feeling. So I was able to be present and have a really, really lovely day. Even though there was like about 30 minutes of it where I was panicking. So what I did, this is a 3-step protocol that I'm going to share with you. And the first step is to just take a deep breath and close your eyes and place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is to identify the emotion that you're experiencing. And not only identify it, but you can visualize it as its own entity. So I yesterday was experiencing anxiety. Like, it really didn't have to do too much with the trip. It was other things that were going on in my life, and my husband and I are planning a move, and it's like all really good things. It's just a lot of things. It's like overwhelm. So I identified the overwhelm. I imagined her as, just a kind of crumpled up little entity that was really trying to protect me with, bringing fear to the forefront. And I sent her compassion. So that second step, just to reiterate it, is to notice the emotion, name it, visualize it as its own entity, and send it love. Then I asked her if she wanted a different job. Rather than giving me all of these fearful thoughts, I asked the overwhelm if she wanted a different job. That would be more helpful, because usually when we have fearful thoughts, all negative emotion stems from fear. So if you have a negative emotion, be it stress, anxiety, sadness, depression, a lot of it is fear. So the fearful thoughts are always there to protect you. They think they're protecting you. And in actuality, they're not, because they're keeping you from acting in alignment with the best version of yourself, or your higher self, or yourself that's really purpose-driven. So when you ask your fearful emotion if she wants a different job that will actually better protect you, you can have a conversation with her and tell her that a new job, a job that comes from a place of love, will be more effective and will be easier. So that's the third step. Ask your emotion if she wants a different job. Do you want a job that is more effective and easier and comes from a place of love? Of course, we all do. Then offer that emotion the job of protection through love. Show the emotion this road will be easier and more effective, and continue that conversation with yourself as you're taking deep breaths, and notice how it transforms how you feel. And I did this, and I continue. This is a practice I've been doing that's so transformational, and you can do this anytime. It's really amazing. Anytime you have a fearful thought, offer that emotion a different job, and you'll be surprised at what a difference it makes. So that's one of the tips that I really love, that I really think, Alyssa says this is such a unique way to look at anxiety. Yeah, I think that when we allow ourselves to, I'm the self-love lifestyle, this is my brand. So when we allow ourselves to look at anxiety from a place of love, it's not like we're pushing against it. You don't have to fight with yourself in order to get to where you want to be. So often we think that the struggle is necessary to become our best selves, when in fact, it's not the struggle. It's the compassion and love and release of fear that will get you to be your best self. So I think this is a very masculine ideology, and this is why all of us are kind of thinking that we have to push against ourselves or fight ourselves. And it's just this very masculine energy, and our society is very dominated by masculine energy. And I am going to assume pretty much everyone watching is a woman. So as women, we kind of have to take a different route, and we have to take a route that's more about release, that's more about relaxing into the divine state that we all can cultivate. So this crazy season is coming upon us. You can use that tip. You can also start to cultivate a morning practice, and I recommend doing it now. And before you turn off this video, before you're like, oh my God, no, I don't want to do a morning practice, I don't have time, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, so I started my morning practice. I basically, it's something that I always thought I wanted to do. I was like teaching yoga. I was teaching meditation. I can't believe I'm admitting this. I was teaching meditation, and I wasn't meditating every day, which I mean, it's fine. I just felt, even when I was doing that, when I was teaching meditation, I was like, this is probably a practice I should do every day. I was doing it regularly, and I was doing a lot of things similar to meditation every day, a lot of breath work, a lot of mindful movement. So like I was already in this space, but I wasn't like full on meditating every single day. And that's a practice I kept wanting to cultivate, and I kept pushing it off. In retrospect, I'm not quite sure why. And maybe you have a practice, something that you've wanted to do, cultivate, that you've continued to push off. I think for me, I thought that it would take too much energy, and I thought it would take too much time, and I was afraid of that. There's that fear coming up again. And once I got over that, and honestly, it was like when I wanted to start this business, I was like, I really need to take control of myself and my health so that I can be my best self and show up for my future clients. And you guys, my community here, you're the ones who are really helping me become my best self, because I want to be my best self for you. And so that's when I started cultivating my morning practice. And it started as just 5 minutes of meditation in the morning. I was like, I can do that. I can do 5 minutes. Everyone, we all have 5 minutes. If you don't have 5 minutes you can spare for yourself, my love, you do not have a life. You need to get that 5 minutes. So 5 minutes in the morning meditation. If you think that meditation doesn't work for you, if you think that meditation, like you're not good at meditation, that's something I hear a lot. You don't understand the value of meditation. First of all, you will be amazed at how meditation will change your life, because what meditation does is it connects you to interoceptive awareness, which is the fancy clinical word for listening to your body. So that if you meditate, especially first thing in the morning, you are going to start your day feeling more connected to your body. Then all of the choices that you make throughout your day are going to be one of connection to your body. And that will then instill a sense of trust with yourself. And when you have trust for yourself, your whole life becomes so much easier and so much more magical. So definitely, if you can, meditate in the morning. Meditation looks different for everyone too. You don't have to like sit there and om. You can do a guided meditation. I have guided meditations on my IGTV. There's so many different variations of guided meditations on YouTube. You can just find one that works for you. And you can also just close your eyes, place a hand over your heart and belly, and breathe. Set a timer, like start with 2 minutes. If you can't do 5 minutes, start with 2. You have 2 minutes. You can do this. Place a hand over your heart and hand over your belly and just breathe. 2 minutes. Done. You did it. You meditated. And what it does is it calms your nervous system, connects you to your body, and it just sets your day up for success. So I definitely, this season, though you might feel overwhelmed by the impending season, you're like, I have all these things to do. You have 2 minutes or 5 or 10. And this is going to make things so much easier, and you can return to meditation anytime throughout the day. The other thing that I really love is a journal practice. And I spent a really long time thinking about the kind of journal practice that I would want to share with you and even do myself. And what I love about a journal practice is when you physically write something out, you're sending that signal to your brain, and your brain learns it on a deeper level. And so when you're journaling, you're sending that signal to your brain, you're learning on a deeper level, and that's going to really transform the way you think about yourself. I'm just going to pull up my journal right now so that I can share it with you. This, what I call a self-love journal, it's 3 steps. And the first step, you're going to write down 5 things that you want to feel, and as if you're already feeling them. So let's say you want to feel confident, you want to feel light, you want to feel radiant, you want to feel healthy, you want to feel peaceful, you want to feel safe, whatever it is. You'd write it as I feel radiant, I feel energized. This is the one I did the other day. I feel loved, I feel safe, I feel healthy. Done. So 5 things that you want to feel as if you're already feeling them. Just by saying them, like if you're watching this, just say to yourself right now how you want to feel. I'm traveling, so like I always want to feel safe while I'm traveling. I feel safe. I feel safer just by saying that. Okay, so the second step, 5 things about your body, mind, or soul that you're grateful for. So the 5 things I was grateful for the other day when I did this was I'm grateful for my strong arms. I'm grateful for my compassionate heart. I'm grateful for my ability to experience and taste delicious food. I'm grateful for my creative mind. I'm grateful for my intuition. So 5 things about your body, mind, or soul that you're grateful for. And then the last step, 5 acts of nourishment that you're going to do today. This doesn't have to be like eating a salad, though it can be. It can be nourishing yourself on all levels, nourishing your body and your soul. So the 5 that I did, I will nourish my body by drinking plenty of water. I will nourish my mind with a brief meditation. I will nourish my body by taking a walk. I will nourish my soul by calling my best friend, which I did. Katrina, if you're watching this, I love you. And then I will nourish myself with a healthy meal. I also had cake. I also had hot chocolate. So it's not an all or nothing thing, but I still nourished myself. And if you watched my life from yesterday, then you'll know that it is really about finding that balance between indulging and finding joy and pleasure in the existence of being human and loving food, while also taking care and nourishing your body. So the self-love journal is going to help you get there. It's going to help you start your day with the intention of self-love. And intention is everything. Intention for how you want to approach just your life in general will change the way you approach your life. And when you're writing these things down, you're telling your brain, you're sending a signal from your hand to your brain to start to think thoughts and tell your body to do things that are acting in alignment with the way that you want to feel. This is like the basic law of manifestation, is that you start feeling the way that you want to feel, and then you'll start acting in alignment with how you feel, and then you're going to become that version of yourself that you want to be. So do the self-love journal. If you want this written out for you, then send me a DM, and I will just send you the really quick journal prompt, and you can just copy that down into your personal journal. You can even do this on your phone if you need to. It's okay. So 5 things you want to feel, 5 things about your body, mind, or soul that you're grateful for, and then 5 acts of nourishment that you're going to do today. Do that in the morning. Do your 2 minutes, 5 minutes of meditation. You can do it, and you will be amazed at how much it changes your day. Just these very simple rituals are going to transform the way that you feel and move through this season. So though you can do it for this holiday season, I mean, this is good to do any time of year. And these practices are a form of self-care. And self-care is the action. Self-love is the result. That's kind of how the two are different. There's one more thing I wanted to share with you. On my bus ride here from Vienna to Prague, I was working on my book. My book is called The Self-Love Lifestyle: 5 Steps to Transforming Your Body and Life. Something like that. Still working on it. But I wanted to share with you something from my chapter on self-care. And in my book, The Roadmap to Self-Love, it's 5 steps, 5 chapters, and it's self-forgiveness, self-acceptance, self-gratitude, self-care, and self-trust. Those are the 5 steps to self-love, and each chapter in my book is going deep on what all of those things mean. And so today I was working on self-care. And since this whole live we're talking about how to cope with anxiety and stress, especially around the holiday season, I wanted to share with you really what I learned through the stress and anxiety that I experienced in the past few days. And this is from my book. I know that if I'm in a state of panic or anxiety, it simply means that I'm growing and processing. Through the years of prioritizing my mental and emotional health, I now know that when you find purpose in pain, you can get through anything. I'm going to say that again because this one, I thought this like that word, like line specifically, I was like, ooh, I just channeled that. Like, I don't know where that came from. It really is sitting with me right now. I love it. When you find purpose in pain, you can get through anything. And that purpose that you're experiencing in any discomfort, any emotions that you have that are negative or uncomfortable, if you can find purpose in it, so something to learn, you'll be able to get through it. If you can utilize those uncomfortable emotions as a jumping off point to learn more about yourself, about the world, about your life, about what you want, then you're going to be able to transform the way that you feel quicker. You're going to be able to grow into the person that you're meant to be faster. So find purpose in pain, in the discomfort, and you are going to go further than you ever thought you could. And I experienced that today. So, I just really hope that these tips and tricks this week that I've been sharing with you with the Celebrate with Self-Love video series has been helpful. I have a couple more videos that I'm going to do, but the doors are closing to the Healthy for the Holidays program on 11/11, and today is 11/7. So we're nearing the finish line, 4 more days, really 3 more days. So if you want to transform your relationship to your body and food and have support and really do a winter wellness program unlike any other, if you've been vibing with what I'm sharing and you want to go deeper and learn how to apply this to your life, the Healthy for the Holidays program is not going to take any more than 15 minutes of your day. It costs $4 a day. You get a step-by-step guide with my proven practices, and then we implement the guide through twice weekly coaching calls, and they're optional, but I definitely recommend attending them. And then you also get a private Facebook group with the other women in the program so that you have accountability and support 24/7. This time of year is crazy, but you can instead of, this is so on theme with this talk today, instead of existing in the discomfort and the stress and the pain and the anxiety, you can use that as a way to learn more about yourself. And through everything you're learning in the program, you're going to find purpose in the pain, and you're going to grow quicker, faster, so that by the new decade, 2020 is upon us, we're getting nearer and nearer every day, you can be the person that you wanted to be this year. If you set a resolution this year that you didn't follow through on, if you've started a new diet every single month or a few times this year and it hasn't worked out for you because it's not your fault, 95% of diets fail. If you feel continually distracted by all of the different wellness trends out there and you haven't found something that works for you, if you feel like your outer appearance doesn't match your inner appearance, if you want to release your fear and replace it with love and really cultivate a sense of deep purpose, really, and self-love, of course, then this program is for you. You can read all about it at the link in my bio, or you can go to melaniemonaco.com. It's MELANIEMONACO.com and learn how you can sign up for the Healthy for the Holidays program. I would love to see you in there. We still have spaces available, but it is limited availability, and the doors close on 11/11. So if you've been thinking about it, definitely go for it. You've nothing to lose but the fear that's holding you back from living your best life. And if you have any questions, you can always let me know. I'm even going to open up I'm hoping to, and if there's enough demand, if you send me a message, I'll definitely do it. Open up a few spots on my calendar for really quick 15-minute calls. If you're like, I don't know if this program's for me, I don't know if I can do it, then we can definitely chat. So just send me a DM, or you can send me an email, melanie@melaniemonaco.com, and we'll find a time to chat, and I'll answer all of your questions so that you can make the best decision for you. But if you've resonated with what I've been saying, then the Healthy for the Holidays program is definitely for you. All right, my loves, ciao from Prague, and I will see you soon.